Hey guys, welcome back to 100 Line Last Fits Academy 2. Let's carry on where we left off. We're in the last 10 days of our final route with 2 endings left to go.
Good morning, troops! Rise and shine!
And despite all that, we're still getting random-ass plot beats happening, such as an unknown version of Hiruko and Takumi encountering us in the mountains. Not to mention this mysterious lady in white who happened to have the Omega material that we can use to save Shion. Will we get some answers with the time we have left? I certainly hope so. Fingers crossed, let's find out.
It's day 91 of your service here at Last Defense Academy! 9 days remain until the time humanity has longed for is upon us! I hate to keep reminding you, but the fate of all of humanity rests on the shoulders of the Special Defense Unit!
Not to mention the fate of Hiruko and I, getting out of this time loop.
So work well, and work together, for the sake of all of mankind!
Doing our best, CO. Work well and work together, huh? It was probably a recording, but still. Contrary to Sirei's words, something unsettling happened that day. It was shortly after the sunset, right after dinner. We were watching over Tsubasa's work in the garage when we received some unexpected visitors. Great, just great. Not to mention, Al-Shah's due to visit us tomorrow. Hey! What are all of you doing crammed in here? Sirei! Nigo! Miss Koana, you've been making something in secret, haven't you? What is it? Well... Mind your own fucking business. This is our business. We'll mind it all we want. We know what you're trying to do. You're going to take Shion's real body out of the defense room device. The Honorable Sirei and I absolutely forbid it. Okay, I'm surprised you haven't blown us all up by now. If you do that, he won't be able to charge up the missiles for the final attack. We need those missiles charged to 100%. If they're not, they'll barely even be able to cause a dust storm. It would make launching the missiles completely pointless. I mean, we'll have a nice fireworks show as we lift off back to the artificial satellite. Taking the baby out of there before day 100 is preposterous and out of the question, and nothing you can say will convince us otherwise. Okay, well, time to stab him. Hey, so, do your thing. Now that the Honorable Sirei has made himself clear, could you bring out the life support system you're working on? I'm going to count backwards from 3. If the device isn't out here before I'm done, I'm going to blow you all sky high one by one. Okay, but the mission will be a failure either way. So, don't exactly have all the cards here, Sirei. Okay, here I go. 3, 2, 1. Wait! The very moment I screamed. Oh, the gun. Who had it again? I wasn't sure what exactly happened, but suddenly, Sirei and Nigo were completely frozen in place. Huh? It's like we defused a bomb. He was counting down and we were gonna blow up. The others were equally dumbfounded. All except Tsubasa and Eito. Miss Koana, is that? Tsubasa placed whatever it was she'd been holding tightly in her hands on the desk. Upon closer inspection, like, yeah, Sirei and Nigo have been disabled. Let's play the happy-go-lucky music.
Huh?
The beam gun? Did you shoot them with that? That's right. She's so happy. But don't worry, okay? They're not completely broken. I just disabled them temporarily. Right, okay. What happens when they wake up? Kurata ran up to Sirei and Nigo. She gave them a quick inspection, then turned to Tsubasa. They're dead! What? Just kidding, Tsubasa's right. A few circuits are shorted, but they're not totally broken. With a few repairs, it should be easy enough to bring them back.
Huh?
But how? I thought that beam gun was harmless. I mean, it is harmless, right? They're just disabled.
Huh.
It's the same one that caused all of the arguing on day 67, isn't it? You said it was just a toy. I wasn't being completely truthful. I didn't know how to explain it to all of you because you're all dumb, and I'm smart, so I lied. But the part about it being harmless to the human body was true. If you really cranked up the output, you might be able to hurt a really small animal, but it's basically an anti-robot gun designed to disable electronic systems. But why would you make something like that? For scenarios such as this, Gaku, I knew one day you'd all want to save Shion. Damn. Ultimate analyst over here. It was only a matter of time before you suggested it. I was equally sure that Sirei and Nigo would get in the way, so I came up with a plan in anticipation of that. I didn't want to stab him in the back this time because I might get blown up. I asked Tsubasa to make the gun for me on the night of day 66. I didn't know you rode like that, Eito. I mean, didn't someone else come up with a similar sort of gun in Danganronpa? I won't mention who, for people who haven't actually played the series, but it's actually coming to fruition now. Am I finally going to get my praise? Later, honey. I'll pat you on the head so much your hair will start falling out. You don't mean that literally, do you? I like my hair. Everyone burst into laughter. After it died down, Nozomi spoke up. Should we really be laughing right now? Sirei and Nigo are out of commission. Is it really such a big deal? Now we can take all the bombs out before they wake up. Let me do an operation on all of you so I can extract the explosive devices. Let me start with myself. They haven't done a lot for us during our defensive battles so far.
Oh!
The only times they were helpful were when they unleashed that new weapon on day 15, and when they played the folk song on day 47. Let's just forget all about them. I couldn't agree more. I'm so glad someone finally shut them up. There's only 9 days left. We should be fine without them for a while. The others nodded approvingly. There wasn't a single person who disagreed. Then it's settled. Tsubasa, do you mind getting back to your work? Not at all. I'm going to make the perfect life support system for Shion, but I'm still going to need some time. It's pretty complex work. I estimate it'll take me 7 more days to finish. Wow. Okay, cutting it close, aren't we? 7 days? In other words, it'll be ready up by day 98. Well, don't we need to write off day 93 because we're going to be fighting Dalsha? That's cutting it real close. We're just going to have to trust Tsubasa. Let us know if we can help. Takumi and Shoma would be happy to do even the most trifling chores. What about everyone else? It's okay, I don't need support or anything. The one thing I do need is silence, I guess. I need to be able to focus, so you want us to leave you alone and disable Sirei's morning announcement videos while we're at it? If you don't mind. Got it. Okay, everybody out. Tsubasa will take it from here. We patted Tsubasa on the shoulder, just like yesterday, giving her words of encouragement as we exited the garage. 9 days until day 100. My heart is racing, knowing that fateful day is drawing ever closer. Sure is. There'll be a gaping hole in my day-to-day life once this is all said and done. What am I gonna do?
Up and at 'em, troops! Time to rise and shine! It's your 92nd day of active service here at Last Defense Academy!
We gotta listen to the last few announcements, right?
Overcome these last few days with the teamwork you've cultivated with your allies here along the way!
I need the encouragement.
The goal is right in front of you. A new era will begin in humanity's history, and all of you will be honored as heroes for generations to come! Okay, let's get going for the day!
Alright. Let's get going. I ate breakfast, went back to my room, and set off to my usual routine. Free time at this juncture? You're kidding me. Alright, let's go. Okay. This may very well be the last time we have free time, and I'm gonna spend it in bed. Everybody, I have good news and bad news. Which one should I start with? Bad news. Always start with the bad news. After dinner, Yugamu offered everyone in the cafeteria a choice. Don't split the timeline with this.
Oh.
How about the good news first? I formulated the poison to weaken Dalsha. You have? Yes, with the lovely Ava's assistance, of course. Yay! Fine work, Mr. Omakage. Gratitude to Lady Ava as well. Oh, all I did was donate blood. Then what's the bad news? I won't be able to stick needles into Ava's pretty flesh anymore. Tragedy so great I might never be able to recover. That's just a you problem. I'm surprised Narumi's not offering herself up. How about you, Kurara? Did you finish up yet? Yes, the trap is ready. All that's left is to load it with Yugamu's poison. Oh yeah, now we can pulverize that geezer. Sir Dalsha will be back tomorrow morning, right? There's no need to hold back, everyone. Let's kill that senile old freak without a trace of mercy. Okay. Ava thrust her fist high into the air. Everyone else looked just as determined. Hey, how's Tsubasa doing? She's holed up in the garage working on the life support system. I brought her dinner a while back, and she said she's still fine without help.
Hey!
Apparently, she finds it easier to focus when she's alone. And we'll just have to keep cheering her on. I mean, I focus better when I'm alone, so I get it, go. That's right. Let's all pray she finishes soon. After that, we all went back to our own rooms to prepare for tomorrow's battle. 8 days left until day 100. Our destiny was so close I could almost taste it. Freedom from the time loop. Even though, again, we've lived lives beyond the 100 days. We even got Ava pregnant in one of them. We're about to have a child. You telling me my child was never born? I got reset back to day 2? We gathered in the war room before the morning announcement played. Thankfully, that means we escaped from the shitty conspiracy route. We got to reset that. I've loaded the poison gas into a trap. I didn't decide it. I did it. Here it is. I don't know where decided came from. I'm so sorry. I did my best, but I only managed to make one, so we only have one shot at this. That's more than enough. Good work. By the way, this isn't automatically activated like a landmine, so once it's set somewhere, we'll need to lure Dalsha over to it. If we can manage that, we need to clear the area. Once we're at a safe distance, we can activate it remotely. I'll handle setting up the trap. What? I haven't been able to make myself useful to you guys at all, and you're the one who's most at risk of dying. We don't need this kind of risk. I want to do something for you, so please, let me do this. Nozomi insisted, with a determined look in her eyes. She wasn't going to take no for an answer. Okay, we'll let you set the trap, Nozomi. Thank you. Although her face was stiff with tension, Nozomi still managed to smile. The alarm started to sound immediately after.
Intruder alert! Intruder alert! Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
He's brought back up. Here they come. So determined. I just want to see if this is slightly different. Spoiler alert, I don't even know if it was different or not. It sounded kind of different, but still. Dalsha's not alone this time. He's got so scared he had to bring backup. That's so annoying! He's hard enough by himself. It's fine. If our trap strategy works, we'll be able to weaken him. You have me, too. Shion. Welcome to the party. Shion, Sirei and Nigu are out of commission, aren't they? That means they can't stop me. I'm free to fight. And since we're not going to need your fire anymore, since you're going to be in the life support system, feel free to go ham. If you need my power, just call for me. I'll back you up with everything I have. Glad to have you. Yeah, now I won't have to barf up the BLT I had this morning. I saw a slice of tomato come up. Oh god, you were looking down her throat? Let's do this, everyone. Kill, kill, kill! Yeah, we didn't come this far just to lose now. If we all work together, we can win this. Yeah! Alright. Here we go. Special Defense Unit, move out! Oh my goodness. We're gonna have to skip this one, though. Time is of the essence. Unless we can't skip it, of course. To battle! To battle! The paragon of warfare.
My word. You're finally here. I was tired of waiting.
We were getting dressed. Did you want us to come out naked?
You brought friends this time, huh?
I wanted to come alone, but that woman went and sent them with me.
That woman?
Feshness?
Well, that hardly matters. More importantly, let us begin. Or you can just go ahead and surrender.
What would happen if we did that?
Is that even a question?
Isn't it obvious? The Supreme Commander will execute you in the most horrific way possible.
So, probably don't surrender then.
Then we ain't surrendering!
You won't fare much better by fighting me. No matter your choice, your lives end here.
You sure about that?
There's only one way to find out.
Alright, let's not tip our hand, guys.
Believe me, I can see how things will end.
Ready, everyone? Let's show this guy just how wrong he is about us.
Okay. Nozomi, deploy the poison mist. Like we're a heel in a wrestling match. Oh! Did you see that coming? Jackass, we're the ones who can see what's happening. We're from the future, kind of.
We did it!
Oh no, I missed the first one. Exactly. We can't skip the fact that he's confused and coughing.
The poison is taking effect.
Let's pull his guts out before he can recover!
Does he have guts in this form?
No, we shouldn't approach him yet. There's still poison in the air.
Then let's deal with the jobbers he brought with him first.
Yeah, take them out!
The jobbers. Goodness. Were they from the local wrestling promotion? Get him! You're all alone now, buddy. Just like you wanted.
There. That's all of the cannon fodder dealt with.
Now, only Sir Dal Shah remains.
God, you having an asthma attack back there?
Poison in my throat. My vocal cords can't speak.
Damn. Just like your son. Okay, that was a bit far. Sorry.
And nobody wants to listen to your senile shit anyway.
The poison's cleared out. Now's our chance.
Okay, this ends now. Let's finish him off.
Okay. It was. Oh no! Please! Spare me!
Want to fight?
He does have a secret weapon after all.
I don't want to fight.
Sorry, something to irritate the living shit out of me. Thank goodness. That means there's one more battle left.
How could I lose? I should have killed you the last time I was here.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda, my friend.
That reminds me. You said you had something you had to do.
What was it?
Cut off his head. Because I do it in every other route.
Had to visit his grave.
His grave?
I wanted to tell him before I fought you. To tell my son.
Your son?
His grave is here? I don't think we made one.
You had a kid?
Just kill me already. Grant me the proud death of a warrior.
We try, but most of the time it's someone else who really doesn't give you any dignity whatsoever. And here she comes.
Fishness.
On the bright side, she hasn't really absorbed many commanders. At least in this timeline.
Dal Shah. I've granted you the proud death you so desired. There is no higher honor than being absorbed by me.
Fishness. Why did you? His cryptoglobin!
How could you? That's blasphemous!
Have you forgotten? I told you the last time I was here. I will win this war. Even if I have to violate the teachings to do it.
Don't tell me you did this to the other commanders too.
Yes. Pakron, Adamacu.
Alright, a few of them did manage to get away.
The cowardly Turum Tammy and Nugank who fled. And also Quenzela, who I captured later. All of them offered me their cryptoglobin.
I bet Quinzel tried it again with Vicious. He's like, oh my god, what is that? And then Vicious is like, I ain't falling for that shit.
I don't believe you met the ever-useless Parmith, but I took their cryptoglobin as well.
Armith.
Oh no.
Yeah, we should have exterminated them when we had the chance.
I now have formidable power. It would be trivial to crush you here and now. But now isn't the time. I must prepare.
Prepare? Prepare what?
I will return in 6 days. Wait in anticipation. Farewell.
Just please don't build a bomb that's gonna blow up the satellite. Because the last thing we need is to escape this time loop and then the satellite's still destroyed. With that, Vishnis vanished. I watched her disappear into the distant skies above in stunned silence.
6 days.
That's day 99.
That's likely to be our final battle.
Final battle.
Veshna said she's gotten even more powerful.
Could we beat her?
Of course we can. With all 16 of us, there's no way we won't win.
17, Takumi.
Hey.
Don't forget.
Aren't you forgetting someone?
See? I'm onto it. Thanks, Shion. Call him out.
Shion, you're right. With you, that makes 17 of us. Right!
Shion raised his voice with conviction. Everyone else nodded bravely.
Anyway, that's another victory for the Special Defense Unit!
All right, put it on the scoreboard.
Time for the thing?
Let's do it!
Take it away, Mr. Sumino.
All right, I'll let you guys do it this time. I just want to listen to it.
Got it! Ready? Go!
Special Defense Unit! Best in the world! Indestructible and undefeated! Never lose! Never yield! Special Defense Unit, fight on!
Damn straight. Hooah! 17 voices resonated together. The next victory chant would be our last. The thought excited me, but at the same time, some feelings of apprehension lingered inside of me. Come so far. With many S ranks. Day 94. Siri, what have you got for us? Inspire.
A fine morning is upon us. It's your 94th day of active service here at the Last Defense Academy. The end of your school days is so close. Now then, keep your spirits up and protect our beloved school and the human race to the last!
Okay. Hey, Tsubasa, is the life support system ready yet? I told you it'd be done on day 98, didn't I? Don't rush me. You heard her. Once we'd cleaned up our dishes after breakfast, we hung around in the cafeteria and talked about what was coming. Sorry to open my prolapsed hole of a mouth, but I've been wondering something. Even if we managed to put baby Shion in the jar on day 98, won't we still have to fight Veshnes on day 99? If we take the baby out of the defense room device, the energy supply to the missiles will be cut off. Since the final attack won't launch, this mission will be humanity's loss. You suggesting that the hag won't bother fighting if that happens?
Oh.
Unfortunately, that's not the case. She's most certainly coming here to take the baby herself. You can hardly just hold up a white flag. Dalsha said we'd be executed if we surrendered. In essence, there's no way for us to avoid fighting Veshnes on day 99. For a moment, everyone looked uneasy, but the twins were undeterred. It's fine. Like Takumi said yesterday, we're sure to win. That's right. We don't have anything to worry about. I mean, I'm sure we're going to win. The question is whether we're going to lose anybody along the way. Once we beat Veshnes, the escape pod will be deployed on day 100. Then we all board it and head for the artificial satellite. Even you? That's how we get the happiest of all happy endings. Everyone's faces turned cheerful again. I was relieved to see it. But just to be sure, this escape pod thing is really, for sure, definitely going to deploy, right? It hasn't been affected by the particle bacteria, right? It's hard to trust something that's basically just hearsay from C-Ray. Then why don't we go find out? Hiruko and I know where the escape pod is kept. We saw it in another timeline. Yeah, probably a good idea to check on it. Not that we can do anything about it now. Our one mechanic is already busy dealing with another problem. Oh, shit. Hiruko and I led everyone to the hangar. When we got there, however, we couldn't believe what we were seeing. Oops. This is the escape pod? But it's a corroded mess. No. This can't be. Everyone stood as if they'd been nailed to the spot, dazed. A thick, chilling silence fell over the hangar. Eventually, Tsubasa broke it. It's the particle bacteria? The thing that messed up the school bus? From the state of the pod, that has to be it. But we sprayed QB liquid all over the school way back on day 42. There must have been some bacteria that survived. Maybe it was already in the vents by the time we started spraying. And then it found its way here? I think so. Guess we're gonna need to find Commune. In this state, even the pod is functional. Even if the pod is functional, it's not going to be able to break through the atmosphere. Do we have any QB liquid left? Even if we only have a drop, we can use the replicator to make more. That's right. Let's hose this thing down and kill all the bacteria. Okay. But what are we gonna fix? I guess we could do that. But look at how bad this damage is. It's not the kind of thing we can repair with duct tape and polyfiller. How many days would you need to fix it, Tsubasa? Tsubasa bit her lip. She answered with a deep sigh. I'm already Day 98 is already my deadline for the other thing. Going as fast as I could. Maybe 50 days? I mean, to be fair, if we're not going to be launching the missiles, and if we kill Vishnis, waiting 50 days isn't going to be too bad of a thing, right? If to pay respects.
50!
Utter despair showed on everyone's faces. Nobody could find anything to say. We just stood aghast as gloom filled the air. We can survive another 50 days. Imagine, I thought we were about to finish the game, and then this route goes up to day 150. The one route that does.
A fine morning is upon us. It's your 95th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! The end of your school days is so close! Now then, keep your spirits up and protect our beloved school and the human race to the last!
Too late. Our spirits have thoroughly depleted. We even got the somber music playing. After the morning announcement, I headed for the cafeteria. I had the feeling I wouldn't have much of an appetite, but I wanted to see everyone. They were all there already when I arrived. Well, not all of them. One person was missing. Our lead mechanic. Is Tsubasa in the garage? Yes, she's still working on the life support system. Ain't shit we can do about the escape pod now. She said she wanted to prioritize the life support system instead. It seemed like everyone had regained some composure overnight. There was still a gloominess to their brave faces, but at least we were capable of holding a conversation again. Do you think the life support system will be ready in time? It better be. Without that, we can't get the baby out of the defense room, and I don't want to take it out on day 100. If that happens, the missiles will be fully charged and the final attack will launch on day 100. And with the escape pod in such a dire state, we'd be unable to leave the planet. Without that life support system, the rest of us are screwed too. If it isn't finished, we'll all be killed. I won't let that happen. He's just gonna deplete all his energy. Shion, there's a way to save all of you, even if the system isn't finished on time. Don't say it. Kill him. You'll have to kill me by taking my real body out of the machine in the defense room. What are you saying? We couldn't. How could we possibly... That's not happening! Okay, we need to break out of the loop. You need to be alive. I shouted down Shion's suggestion and glared at him. Everyone else backed me up. I appreciate the sentiment, but I'd rather you didn't worry about me. We've only had a short time together, but I've had so much fun with all of you. I'm satisfied with the life I've been able to live. Knock it off, man. That shit don't change anything. You're our friend. We can't just throw you away like that. Hold it, everyone. This is all still hypothetical, remember? That's right. As long as the life support system gets finished, we won't have anything to worry about. By the way, there is something I'd like to ask you, Shion. Could you use your powers to stop the missiles from launching? I'm afraid not. The missile launch is entirely automated. What about the energy supply to the missiles? Can you stop it from draining you? Unfortunately, that's not possible either. The energy is spontaneously released from my body. Even if we cut all the pipes in the defense room or destroyed the missiles, the outcome would be the same. Doing it might stop the final attack, but the baby inside the device would be consumed by his own flames. See? It's just like I said. We're screwed if Tsubasa doesn't finish that life support system. Indeed. It's the only way for us to remove Shion from the machine. At any rate, we're just going to have to let Tsubasa work her magic. This is so frustrating. I really want to help her, but she insists she's better off working alone. I mean, to be fair, leaving her alone is probably the best thing we can do. We don't want to get in her way. She should at least let me rub her boobs. I mean, her back. What? Gaku, take it easy, please. You're the reason she's so guarded right now. I'm surprised Boku didn't be like, you can rub mine. See if you can reach them before I pummel your ass. Suddenly, Shion spoke up, his expression rather uncomfortable. Sorry. What are you apologizing for? Well, you're going through all this for my sake, so I'm sorry. No, I'm going through all this for my own sake, okay? I need to be free.
Cut it out, Xion. If you apologize one more time, you'll face the wrath of my galactic bazooka.
What?
Huh?
It's not like we're being forced to help you against our will.
We love you. That's the only reason we're doing this.
So you don't have to apologize. We're saving you for our own sakes, Sir Xion. Thank you, everybody. Tears welled in Xion's eyes. He wiped his face to hide them.
The boy made of fire is crying.
That's not it. I just got smoke in my eyes. What is this? Takemaru teach you that? Everyone smiled at Xion. It seemed like he wasn't used to getting this much attention. Well, I'm going to get going. I'll see you all soon. He disappeared in a flustered huff, leaving behind a few droplets on the ground where he'd been standing. Wow. Manifested some tears, huh? I left everyone and went back to my room. I only have a little longer with them here at the school. The idea made me feel a little sad. I need to treasure the time I have left with them. So I went off on my usual rounds. 5 days left until day 100. What if our plan doesn't work? What will we do then? I'd avoided thinking about it during the day, but maybe the darkness was to blame for the disturbing shadows creeping through my mind. She can't finish the life support system in time. All of us will. I quickly shook my head, driving away those pessimistic thoughts.
Hey!
It's fine. Things will work out. They have to. And they will. Thankfully, we do know that's going to happen because we've seen it happen in other routes. I repeated it like a mantra as I crawled into bed. The night felt unusually long. By the time I finally fell asleep, the haze of twilight was already drifting across the inside of my room. 96. 97. Day 98. Tsubasa should be done.
A fine morning is upon us. It's your 98th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy! The end of your school days are so close! Now then, keep your spirits up and protect our beloved school and the human race to the last!
Oh, Siri, can't you come up with something else? You say the same thing every day.
Hey! Tsubasa?
You were supposed to be finished on day 98 at like midnight.
How are things going?
Well,
I told you all to leave me alone. What are you doing here anyway? Well, today is day 98, you know? Yeah, in the fucking morning.
You said you'd have the life support system ready by now, right? We were just wondering if maybe you were close.
I didn't say I'd have it done by day 98. I said on day 98. So, anytime today before the stroke of midnight? What's with your tone? Are you trying to rush me? I'm busting my ass over here.
Everyone fell silent. We couldn't argue with that. Guys, leave her the fuck alone. Come on, let's go.
Anyway, I need to be alone to concentrate. I'm sorry, but I really need you all to go.
She is so polite, even though she's on the brink of having a mental breakdown.
If you don't want to get burned alive by the final attack, that is.
It was unusual for Tsubasa to be so blatantly on edge. Her eyes were bloodshot, and dark circles hung under them. She probably hadn't slept for the past few days. Everyone, let's just do what she says. We have to trust her to finish it. Let's get going. I lightly tapped everyone on the shoulder, gave Kawana a deep nod, and left the garage. Didn't realize we were calling her by her surname yet. We hadn't eaten any breakfast yet, so we stopped at the cafe. You guys went there straight before breakfast? God, no wonder the girl's pissy. But I wasn't in the mood to eat. Everyone else seemed to feel the same. They stood around without heading to the counter to make any food.
Hey, what time does the final attack start on day 100 anyway? It should be around 10 o'clock in the morning.
Huh?
We got another 50 hours to go then. Will the life support system be ready in time? Tsubasa said it would be done before the day was over. Just have to believe in her. A heavy tension filled the air, but suddenly Darumi cut right through it.
Oh, I have an idea! Let's do a killing game!
Everyone looked at Darumi in confusion.
Takumi, Mistress Hiruko, You said there are set times when you can parallel leap, right?
Huh?
Yeah, we did.
When's the next window?
Today, from 9:20 to 11:50 p.m.
Perfect timing! Then my plan might actually work.
What plan is this?
We should all jump to a different timeline. We can find one with an intact escape pod and use that to go to the satellite. Pretty smart, right?
Everyone's faces lit up, their eyes sparkling with hope, but no, we can't do that.
Why not?
We won't be able to bring the baby with us without the life support system. We'd be leaving Xion to die. There are other reasons not to as well. I heard something from Xion yesterday. Boarding is restricted on the escape pod. Only Special Defense Unit members registered with the pod can board, so no Ava as well. If an unregistered outsider gets in, the pod won't launch. So I won't be allowed on board. Oh well, do not worry about me. It's not just you. Even if we brought the baby and the life support device on board, he isn't registered. So we can't take him either? Oh, for the love of murder. We'd also have to consider the Special Defense Unit in whatever timeline we leap to. Some of them may have lost their lives, but at least a few should have survived. I mean, there's some where there's an outright massacre. We'd be stealing their futures if we used their pod. It amounts to killing another timeline's version of ourselves. We couldn't do that. Could we? The glimmer vanished from everyone's eyes. No one had a counter-argument. We have to stay in this timeline and grapple with the destiny given to us. Yes, that's right. We need to do what we can here.
What do you mean? Tomorrow's our final battle with Veshness. We need to be in good mental and physical condition for that.
Yeah, good luck to Tsubasa.
Not just for ourselves, but also for Tsubasa, who's working herself to the bone all by herself.
You're right. Even if she finishes the life support system, everything goes to shit if we lose.
Enough worrying. If we let our minds get weak, our bodies will follow.
Everybody, let's hold firm. We'll trust in Tsubasa and keep waiting. Suddenly, the unease vanished from everyone's faces. There was a new glint in their eyes this time, one of hope. To me, it looked like the flames of passion, burning in anticipation of tomorrow's battle. This has to be our last free time now. Everyone dispersed to their rooms. After a short rest, I went off on my usual rounds. Today is day 98. Tomorrow's the final fight. This will probably be my last time doing this. Yeah, sleeping. We didn't go back to our rooms after dinner. We went to hound Tsubasa again. We hung around the cafeteria, waiting in silence for news from Tsubasa, like it's an operating theater, and we're waiting to see the results of the surgery. We spent an hour waiting. It was then that I noticed one of us was missing.
Huh?
Where's Hiruko?
She said she had to go to the bathroom.
She's been gone for a while. I felt a vague sense of unease. Did she jump? Or leap, sorry. I'm going to go look for her. I let everyone know my plans and dashed out of the cafeteria. 8:35 p.m. Seeing the time reminded me of something. The next time we can parallel leap is today, from 9:20 to 11:50 p.m.
Huh?
Could it be? Of course. Extinguisher's gone. I sprinted down the hallway and into the entrance hall. Beside the door, there was only one fire extinguisher. You it! Damn it, Hiruko! I took the remaining fire extinguisher and ran outside. Hiruko had probably gone to the lab, but what timeline could she be going to? Confused, I hurried through the ruined streets. I ran inside and looked around. No sign of anyone. There were white particles flickering throughout the room. I'm too late. I checked the machine's log. Immediately, I knew where Hiruko had gone. The serial killer timeline? But why there? I was clueless, but trying to reason it out wasn't going to do anything. I set up the machine and quickly put on my leap suit. No holes? Alright, here I go. Let's not get stranded. They need all the help they can get against Fishness tomorrow. Please, guys. Alright, the serial killer timeline. What on earth is she up to? I completed my leap and ran outside the lab. Still no sign of Hiruko. If she was going to go anywhere, it would have to be the school. I murmured to myself and took off running again. She's gonna steal something? I took my leap suit off as soon as I could. I wanted to be as light as possible. I ran until I finally reached the academy. I looked around and immediately spotted Hiruko. She was hiding in the shadows, looking at something some distance away. I quietly made my way over until I was standing right beside her. Where did you come from? Could you announce your arrival next time? Could you announce your departure? Despite her surprise, Hiruko still kept her voice down. What are you doing here anyway? Did you follow me?
Huh?
Yeah. How else? How did you know I was me and not the me from this timeline? Because you're not a serial killer? Well, Hiruko cast a sidelong glance. There were two people standing in that direction. It was the Hiruko and me from this timeline. Takumi 2 and Hiruko 2.
I see. That's Takumi 2 over there.
Takumi 2 was sitting quietly on a bench, as still as a wax statue. Hiruko 2 stood before him, looking down on him with an affectionate gaze. I think I remember this scene. Just then, a hoarse voice passed through Takumi 2's lips. Hey, Hiruko, please, stay by my side. Just for a moment. Hiruko 2 didn't answer. She drew closer in silence, gently holding his head in her hands. And then... Yes. You came here for this, Hiruko? Just watching it made my body burn with a fever. I remembered everything. Her warmth, her pulse, even the sound of her breath. It was as if I could hear it right next to me. No mention of lavender? Yeah, there we go. And of course, the scent of lavender. The sweet, enchanting smell that tickled my nose.
It's okay. Everything will be all right.
Look, we have a happy ending over in the shadows over there somewhere. My chest tightened at the sound of her soft voice. I was shaken, my mind utterly blank. That's right. I remember. Back then, I couldn't hold back the emotions surging inside of me, so I said,
Hiruko,
Day 98 is almost over. I'll be honest with you. To me, the events of this day, of this very moment, they were so precious, so irreplaceable, so important. It was the reason for everything.
Huh?
Everything?
Ugh.
Yes.
You mean why you came here? You wanted to see them again.
Oh.
No, that's not all. The reason I went to save Hiruko 2 with you on day 16. The reason I brought the power saw.
Oh.
The reason I lied about Takumi 2 being healed the next day.
Was just so you could experience the scene with like an outer body experience?
Everything I did was to make sure this moment would be recreated. In other words, I laid down all the tracks needed to create a line that leads to this moment. Because I wanted to protect this timeline. I didn't want this moment to disappear.
Coupled with this music, god damn it, why is it gotta be so emotional? You condemned so many of our friends to die, just so you could experience this?
The Takumi over there is Takumi 2. The one with the Gi data in his brain. He's still infected. That's why he killed so many of his friends in this timeline. If I'd prioritized fixing him in the early stages, I could have built a line that avoided that tragedy. But I didn't. I knew what he was doing, and I turned a blind eye.
You allowed a corrupted version of me to run around killing our friends.
Because I wanted to hear him say it. I wanted to hear you say it. That's why I did all this. That's the only reason.
But it can't, like, truly mean what it means because, like you said, Takumi 2 is infected. I mean, not that I don't think it affected what he said, but still, that possibility has to linger in your mind that it's not genuinely me saying that.
Ugh.
Do you despise me for it? You must think I'm a horrible person. No. Those words aren't enough to describe what I've done.
It's hard. I mean, in a universe with infinite possibilities, there was always going to be this timeline that exists, right? So, it's not like you deliberately created something like this. And if you resolved it, all you're doing is creating another track. Another track where this didn't happen. But that initial route still exists. You killed everyone because the Gi stole your ability to reason. But the same can't be said for me. I made the conscious choice to allow all of this pain and suffering to take place. In that sense, my sin is far more grave. I know I can never be forgiven. That might be why I'm trapped in this endless loop. Could very well be. This is your punishment. This is my punishment. I'm trapped in a prison I can never escape. For all eternity. To pay for the horrible things I've done. Are you saying I'm trapped in here too because I created a cult in one timeline? That's a pretty horrible sin. I couldn't find my words. It was as if I'd been robbed of the ability to speak. On the one hand, Hiruko was right. Her crime was unforgivable. But for whatever reason, I couldn't bring myself to blame her. An indescribable, windingly complex heat wavered inside my mind. It was anger, hatred, and sadness. But it was also a heart-wrenching affection. Takumi 2 and Hiruko 2, huddled together in the darkness. One who had committed so many sins, and one who was about to commit even more. Two people, bound in the chains of a cursed fate. But Hiruko had done everything just to see this very moment. We quietly watched and waited until the two of them parted. In the silence, shaky breaths filled the air. Hiruko's sobs spilled from her lips as she could no longer hold them back. Damn. Tragic. Utterly tragic. But would have been even more tragic as if we didn't make it back to the lab in time. Thankfully, we did. We made it back to our home timeline just before midnight last night. By the time we got back to the academy, the date had rolled over. Morning came, and there wasn't any good news from Tsubasa. Because wasn't there a timeline where, like, the life support system was stolen? Is that what we're going to do here? The final battle is upon us. We need to ensure we win. Not just for ourselves, but also for Tsubasa's sake, as she works on the life support system. Is that understood? I hope she's still working on it. Like, she's not here to fight. As much as I care about Tsubasa, I'm more concerned about how losing would be a death sentence. Yeah, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil. Our strategy is exactly how Hiruko laid it out. Everyone remembers it, right? My power and the poison trap. We'll use that two-hit combo to weaken Veshness. The trap is good to go. Just like last time, I could only make one, but it's ready to use whenever. I'll handle that. I figured it out in the battle with Dal Shah last time. I can do the same here. Thanks, Nozomi. Shion, don't overdo it. If you die, everything we've done will be for nothing. So I can't use up all my power. It's a tall order, but I'll make it work. Veshness's new technique will be a pain to deal with, though. You mean the Undying Flames attack she has now? She gobbled up so much commander blood that she can do that kind of shit now, huh? According to the information I have, yes. Where'd you get that information from exactly?
Hey, yeah, Siri and Migo aren't working, so how do you know all of this?
That very moment, the door to the war room flung open and someone came rushing in. Tsubasa!
Sorry to keep you waiting. Somehow managed to make it in time.
You mean, could it be? She nodded and pulled something out from behind her.
Da-da-da-da-da! The baby jar! Wahoo! You finished the life support system! Yeah, that's the part attached to the jar here. If we put the baby inside, we can save Shion! That's right. That's why I made it after all. You're amazing, Tsubasa. You really did it!
Great work! Everyone else started to cheer, one after the other. Their faces were almost bursting with smiles. Tsubasa, you did this for me? What should I even say? Thank you doesn't even begin to cover it. I appreciate it so much. From the bottom of my heart.
Oh, stop it. Don't thank me. As long as you help us in the fight, that's enough.
Are you gonna be able to fight in your condition? The alarm sounded, cutting off our conversation.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Unauthorized personnel detected on school grounds. Defense mode initiated. All available troops prepare for battle immediately.
Okay. This is it. One last strike. As Takumi would say.
Oh.
For the love of murder. Looks like we're not going to make it to the defense room, even with the jar ready. We're gonna have to take these guys out first. Everybody, our final battle is here. But I have one thing to tell you before we start. Everyone's gazes shifted to me in unison. I met each of their eyes as I continued. No matter what happens out there, stay alive. Don't let yourself fall into the trap of thinking nothing matters just because you can be revived. For the past 99 days, we've survived without losing anybody. Not a single person. This isn't my first time saying this. But this hasn't happened in any other timeline. What we've achieved here is nothing short of a miracle. We can't let this chance slip through our fingers. So I'm begging you, do not die. We have to finish this fight and survive together. I certainly have no intention of dying today. I want to stick with you guys for a long time to come. You accepted me in spite of everything I've done. I need to repay you for that. I agree. Everyone happily let a creepy lump of lard like me be part of the team. I don't even want to imagine saying goodbye to all of you. I agree. I want to live on as your possession forever. I can't let it end here. I need to protect my dear sister at least until she gets married. Rather, dearest. Preferably to me. I've got things I want to do before I die too. I still haven't gotten to enjoy a blood-soaked killing game with you guys. I want to jump to that timeline. I think we're on the same page. I refuse to die without getting to dissect any of you. Same here. I never even got to accidentally graze Tsubasa's boobs. The moment you do, I'll have to kill you, and then this whole timeline will be for naught. Everyone, I will not allow you to lose now. That's right. We must prevail and put the baby in the jar. That's our main objective now. Not kill the baby, preserve the baby in a jar. That will bring that final attack to a screeching halt and stay alive. That's right. For day 101, day 102, and all the days after. Forever and always. All 17 of us. Forever? Yes, that's right. The Special Defense Unit is indestructible. Just like your undying flames will burn on forever. Unless I deliberately manipulate things in the timeline, in which case the SDU is not indestructible, but rather quite fragile. Everyone nodded firmly, full of resolve. Looking at their courageous faces, I gave the signal. Okay then, here we go. Special Defense Unit, we move out for the final time! It's happening. It is happening. For the final time. Let's put on our Kloss armor and deal with Vishnis for good. Yeah! 17 of us. I don't think Shion gets his own panel, though. If only. Sick. Well, Vishnis, I'm not going to say it was nice knowing. Let's take you out for good.